What's up, guys? Genius Pie Trap, and this is my Xbox One versus PlayStation 4 video. Ever since I did the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 unboxing videos, I had a bunch of people ask me which one they should buy, what I think. And I'm going to kind of just break down the two consoles and let you know. First, just to start out simply, the appearance of the consoles, they both are very similar. They both have a light side here, or a flat side, and a shiny black side, as you can see on the Xbox One. Same thing with the PlayStation 4. We got the flat side, and then the shiny side. Neither, I guess I don't really care for it. The Xbox One shiny side really seems to scratch very easy. I haven't said anything on this. I've done nothing but wipe it down, and it's got surface scratches. Kind of the same with the PlayStation 4 as well. I'm very surprised at how all these little surface scratches in there. I mean, it looks like something I could easily possibly buff out, but I don't know. As far as the appearance too, the Xbox One to me it's a square box. It really does nothing for me. The PlayStation 4, it just looks a little bit more futuristic, I guess. It's kind of got this angled curves. It's kind of neat. I'm not really overly excited. I guess I like it's just, to me, it looks cooler than the Xbox One. Again, looks more futuristic. Another thing to note, like on the outside of these consoles, is these the buttons. You got the eject and above the power, and it's just a tap here and a tap there. Not a fan of the PlayStation 4, these buttons right here. And also the disc goes right in here. It's like you can't see exactly where to put the disc. You're sitting on the couch, you're being lazy, you send somebody to change a disc, and they've never seen the PlayStation 4. It's just confusing. Half the times they're turning it off, they're just hitting buttons. It's just, I don't really like this design. I like big buttons. Xbox One, it's just got the standard disc tray. As you can see, it's got a nice big old button. You hit the Xbox logo right here to turn it on and off. Doesn't look as neat as the PlayStation 4. Isn't as neat, but I just think it's more functional. It's also got that, the power button's that Xbox button. To me, it kind of looks cheap. It looks cheap to me. I don't know why, especially when it's lit up. It's just, I don't know, not a fan of it. So again, if we're judging about looks, I guess I think the PlayStation 4 looks better. Xbox One, a little bit. I like the functionality of it. I like the buttons. I like the actual eject button. I like that you can see the disc tray. So again, I know you guys don't buy consoles based off that, so whatever. Let's move to the cameras, actually. Here we have the PlayStation 4 camera, the PlayStation Eye, I guess what you could say for the PlayStation 4. Set that on top here, and then we have this monstrosity here, the Kinect camera. Now, the Kinect camera comes with the Xbox One, so as of this video, you cannot buy the Xbox without getting the Kinect camera with it. The PlayStation Eye is a $60 add-on, but again, the PlayStation is $100 cheaper, so kind of works itself out. Again, I'm not sure how much these cameras really mean to you guys if you just want to play the games, but let me say the Xbox, or the PlayStation 4 camera, for one, it's much smaller, which I like. But, it also has less functionality than the Kinect camera. The Kinect camera, not only do you play games with it, but you also use it a lot to go through the menus, and it listens to voice commands, and I'll get a little bit more into that in general later on. But you know, as far as software and playing games, you know, the only thing exciting, this comes with Playroom, and at the time, Playroom's really neat. It's kind of got these things, I'm sure you guys maybe have seen videos of it, where you got these little guys. It's neat. Unfortunately, it's about entertaining for 6 minutes, and you'll never want to play it again. Or if you do want to play it, it's just maybe to show friends or family or something that what it can do. Not, you know, I don't know. I mean, to me, I mean, is it worth $60? You know, you can also stream on Twitch TV, that sort of thing. If you're into that, then it's $60 is a no-brainer. If you're just here for this thing to entertain you, not worth $60. At least right now. I just cannot see paying $60 for this thing. I bought it, I guess, but I'm an idiot. So, Kinect camera. You know, again, you can use it to use the menus. As far as games goes, there's like a dance game, some lame fighting game, and a demo for Kinect Sports, which is a jet skiing game. You know, it works. Nothing too exciting for it. You know, it comes with the Xbox, so it's like you have it. You know, I'm going to give the vote if you're, you know, for the Kinect, just because I see more interesting things happening with the Kinect, especially with the voice and such. And it just, you know, it's definitely, it's kind of Microsoft's, you know, baby here is their Kinect. And, you know, as of now, I guess I would rather mess around with the Kinect than the PlayStation camera. And I kind of have, you know, I think in the future, you know, we'll see more Kinect titles than what we'll see for the PlayStation 4i. Alright, next, controllers. We got the new Xbox One controller here. And the DualShock 4, the PlayStation 4 controller. Let me start out with the PlayStation 4 controller, actually. As I said in one of my other videos, I did not like the DualShock 3 at all. I just didn't like the feel of it. I didn't like the triggers. I could list a bazillion problems with it. Maybe not a bazillion, but, you know, enough things that I just did not like it at all. I purposely didn't play games on the PlayStation 3 because of the controller. PlayStation 4 controller, it's awesome. I like it a lot. Feels great in my hands. I like the way the thumbsticks feel. The triggers have a really nice feel to it. These shoulder buttons have a nice feel to it. D-pad feels good. Buttons feel good. Everything feels good. You know, I guess you know, it also has this touchpad, the button. If I had to complain about it, it's got an options and share button right here and right here. Do not like the placement of them at all. It just seems, you know, when you're trying to pause the game or use those buttons, they just don't feel like in a very good spot. I'm always like hitting here. You know, I'm sure eventually, you know, it's like you'll hit them without even thinking about it. But and a very minor complaint. Really nothing to complain about. Overall, great controller. It's also, let me see if I can light that up. You know, you guys can see that light here. This light always stays illuminated. Some people, you know, claim it to be annoying. It usually doesn't blink like that because I don't have the console, but it usually it changes colors and stuff. I don't know. Some people think it looks cool. Some people think it's annoying. I've actually used it kind of as a flashlight. Like I'm gaming on the couch and I want to quick read something or I'm looking at something. I'll use it as a flashlight. So this is a little light, but you know, I don't know. It's pretty neat. But all in all, great controller. Xbox One. Again, I did prefer the Xbox 360 controller to the PlayStation 3 controller. You know, again, great controller. At first, I didn't really... It seemed just a little bit different. I think the actual, as far as comfortableness goes, I kind of maybe a little bit prefer the PlayStation 4 controller. But overall, you know, the Xbox 360, or I'm sorry, Xbox One controller feels really nice. Let me say, you know, it's got that Xbox symbol on there that lights up. Again, I just think that looks so cheap. I don't know, there's something about the design of that looks cheap. D-pad feels awesome, you know, which was a big problem with the Xbox 360 controller. You know, it's also got an options and menu button right here that feel great. Triggers are great. You know, the LB and RB, I don't know, there's just something a little bit odd about them, off about them. I prefer the shoulder buttons on the PlayStation controller. There's a little bit more feel to them. The triggers, again, the PlayStation 4 triggers are great, but I do prefer the Xbox One triggers. Also, another important little tidbit about them. You know, this has the touchpad. The PlayStation 4 has the touchpad. Xbox One, no touchpad. Kind of a little advantage for the Xbox One controller is rumble triggers. And when I first heard that, I'm like, ooh, rumble triggers, you know, who gives a shit, right? But actually, like playing Forza or something, they're pretty neat. You can kind of feel like when you're braking around the corner and your brake starts to slide, it's like you can really, you can feel it in your trigger, or your gun empties out, and it's like you can feel like kind of like the click, click, click on your trigger. It's a neat little touch. You know, but again, very close to call. I mean, I wouldn't base your console basing decision on the controller at all. If I had to pick a winner, I'm going to go with the Xbox One. Main reason I'm saying I'm going to go with the Xbox One is the placement of the thumbsticks. Some people agree, some people don't. The PlayStation 4 has them straight across from each other, where the Xbox One has them at offset like that. The reason why it's better to have it offset is it's your natural thumb's position. You know, when you're playing a game, your left thumb is naturally on this thumbstick the whole time. Occasionally, you move it down to use the D-pad. And we're talking about 90% of games, okay? Occasionally, you move it down to the D-pad. Now, your right thumb is actually more so on these buttons, again, on most games, and on this D-pad. So you're always resting it on here. This is like your primary movement. You know, again, first-person shooters, you're moving more, but you're always taking it off to go on these buttons, to reload or to jump or, you know, to duck or whatever. So it's easier to move it up to the natural position than it is down. And, you know, if these switched around here, this D-pad, I think that would, you know, be a little better. Again, very nitpicky. And that's personal preference, you know. But again, very close to call. I would just give a slight edge to the Xbox One controller. But one more difference, one more thing before I get off the controllers. Internal battery on the PlayStation 4, double A's on the Xbox One. I personally prefer using rechargeable double A's batteries. Use the envelope rechargeable batteries. They work great. It's like you never have to worry about charging the thing. You just leave them on a charger. It's the same batteries I use for a camera or the remote control or whatever. You know, to me that's more convenient. I know some people prefer the batteries. I also think the battery life on the Xbox One controller, I could be wrong about this, but to me it seems, you know, again, I'm using the envelope rechargeable battery. It seems much better. This doesn't seem like it has a very good charge to me. You know, and again, so let's move on from there. Now, as far as functionality of these two consoles, we're not talking games yet. We'll leave the games for the last thing because that's the most important. As far as functionality, the PlayStation 4 is nice. You plug it in, it's very simple, and it does its job. It does what it needs to do. It just doesn't feel like there's anything special about it or revolutionary or next-gen console. The Xbox One, it's kind of, you know, it incorporates the Kinect camera again with the voice commands. You can hook your TV up to it. You know, again, how important that is to you, I don't know. I have it. I tried it all out. It's neat. To me, it's like a neat little feature. It's like oh, neat, that's so neat. And it feels like it's something, you know, next gen. And, you know, again, it's got all the voice commands. At first, I hated using the voice commands. I thought it was completely broken. And there's a slight learning curve to it all. And now that I'm more learning how to use the voice commands, it works better. At first, it was, you know, Xbox, turn on, Xbox, home, Xbox, go home, Xbox, select, Xbox, go home, and the damn thing would just not frickin' listen. But now that I'm learning how to use the commands and when to do it, you know, it's fine. And also, speaking of that, there's really nothing telling you about these new features in the console. I mean, they kind of tell you, but I don't feel like they do a good enough job explaining how everything works with the Xbox One console, as far as the voice commands and the Kinect camera and everything that it can do. The PlayStation 4, on the other hand, for what little extra it does do, it does a great job. It shows videos, and it'll show like a video outlining the controller and what to do with the controller, and the same thing with the camera, and it's really neat. Both these consoles are also capable of recording your gameplay videos. And I don't believe this one does to Twitch yet, but I think it's going to. PlayStation 4, I know for sure does to Twitch, and it also records every 15 minutes of your session. So you can stop, hit the share button, and you got your last 15 minutes that you can, I have a video too showing how to upload it to YouTube. It works great. It's got a thing to edit the video, works great. It's super easy. I love it. Xbox One records like 30 seconds. It's useless. I think it's absolutely useless. Hands down, as far as recording goes, PlayStation 4 all the way. As far as being a neat little toy, Xbox One, just for the voice command stuff. I like the way it incorporates your TV, your television. It is nice to have watching the Xbox or TV through the Xbox, just because you can kind of do the snap feature as well, where you have, say, you can play a game and divide your screen to also, like, say, watch a football game or something like that. Very neat feature. I'm going to overall give the advantage to the Xbox One on that. Even though I do think, the PlayStation 4 does just fine, and it also has its advantage. Again, if the recording feature, bar none, better on the PlayStation 4. Alright, and, I guess now it's games. And that's the most important thing, I guess, is games. And, also we'll talk about price and value of the console. As far as games go, I think there's one important question you need to ask yourself. Are you a PC gamer? And, what you want right now? Or, are you looking for something right now or something in the future? As far as if you're looking for something right now to just completely blow your socks off, really? To be honest with you guys, you should have no trouble waiting on either one of these. I mean, there's really not a lot of software out there for either one that I think is just, oh my gosh, it's a must-have. If you're a PC gamer, as far as right now, right at the time of this video, there is absolutely, really nothing for you on the PlayStation 4. The only thing, it's got a game called Resogun. Excellent game. It's a downloadable game. It's a lot of fun. It's a fun game, but it's a downloadable title. Definitely nothing worth owning the console for, in my opinion. It's a very simple graphics, space shooter, nice effects, but it's just not worth it. As far as everything else on the console goes, it's either already on the Xbox One or it's on the PC, and you're going to want to play PC games on the PC, in my opinion, at least. Warframe, Blacklight Retribution, Battlefield 4, Call of Duty, all that stuff. It's already on the PC. If you're a PC gamer, I just don't think, right now, the PlayStation 4, I think you're kind of going to be a little bit disappointed for what you can buy and what you can play on it. I guess, like, the big exclusive is Killzone. Played through it. It's a pretty fun game. Again, I would rather play with a mouse and keyboard. It's not available on the PC. The multiplayer is pretty fun. The campaign, super short. It's nothing you need to own a console for, in my opinion. But it's not a bad game. Same thing with Resogun. I guess some of the two games you'd be looking for, I don't know. Xbox One, you own a PC, you already have Battlefield 4, you already have Call of Duty Ghosts, all that stuff you want to play on the PC. I guess, the big exclusives on this would be Forza, which I really like Forza a lot. And also there's other options, and this, not now, but is also coming out with, some auto racing games like Drive Club and Gran Turismo and stuff. Dead Rising, another great game. Do you need to rush out to get it? No. Also, Rise. Rise is a very polarizing game. I had a lot of fun with it. It's a lot of fun. It's got great graphics, pretty fun multiplayer, short campaign. The multiplayer is fun, but it gets very monotonous. Nothing you need to go... I can't see spending $60 on the game, but great rental. And again, none of the games are really nothing you need to go out and buy a console for. So, but if you're going to go buy one of these, and you're a PC gamer, the Xbox One is going to give you more satisfaction right now, okay? If you do not own a PC, you're not a PC gamer, well, my first possession is, I would not buy either of these, and I would buy a PC, but, that's your opinion. If you're not a PC gamer, this right here is definitely, the PlayStation 4, definitely the better value. Call of Duty is great. I should say it. I don't personally, I'm not that much of a fan of Call of Duty, but, it's got Call of Duty, it's got Battlefield. It's also got Warframe and Blacklight Retribution for free. Trying to, just a bunch of stuff that, you can play, you have a lot of fun with. Also, PlanetSide 2 is coming out for it. I don't believe it's out yet. I don't know. Again, something I would play on the PC. And that kind of brings me to value. The PlayStation 4, $100 cheaper. Plus, it's got the free games. Okay, again, also you have PlayStation Plus, Xbox Live. There's both their subscriptions that you're pretty much now required, I think, to get both of them. You pretty much are. You pretty much, to get the full use of the consoles, you need both of the subscriptions. The PlayStation Plus is by far a better value, just by far. You get free games. You get as of now, you get Resogun and boy, the Shadow game is escaping me right now. I'll think of it. Starts with a C, Containment maybe, something like that. It's okay, it's not really up my alley, but hey, it's something. And you also get Blacklight Retribution for free, which is a lot of fun. Warframe for free, which is a lot of fun. You could really buy this console, not buy a single game for it, and just get a PlayStation Plus subscription and have a lot of fun for a long time. And it's also the more powerful console. The Xbox One, one of the things I've noticed, which I really despise, is the long load times. Like Forza, great game, but too many loading screens, too many load times. It kind of kills it. Same thing with Rise. It's just loading screen after, it's just loading. You're loading, you're loading. PlayStation 4, definitely not as bad. And, again, better value for your money, definitely PlayStation 4. And as far as future games go, that's something, it's like, what do you want in an exclusive? I'm sure, what they're gonna have. Uncharted, Halo, Gears of War, I assume the Ratchet and Clank, Resistance, you're probably just gonna be fed, you know what you're kind of getting offered on each one, and I guess that's up to you. So again, I think if you want something for immediate satisfaction, if you're a PC gamer, Xbox One. If you're not a PC gamer, get to PlayStation 4. If you're looking for value, PlayStation 4. Especially if you're not a PC gamer, because, man, this thing will keep you occupied where you don't even have to buy a game for it. Just get a PlayStation Plus subscription. Overall, if I had to pick a winner right now, currently, because I'm a PC gamer, I'm having much more fun with the Xbox One. But, I think that can change. And, I'm not going to pick a winner because, I think they're both fine. I do like the price of this way better, and it's more powerful. It seems to sound better. Both these consoles sound excellent, but the PlayStation 4 sound coming out of the PlayStation 4, top notch. I got a great stereo system, surround sound 7.1, and it really sounds great. As far as graphics goes, I think these launch titles it's just too early to tell to pick a winner. I'm sure you could look up videos nitpicking both of them, but yeah, there you have it. Again, in conclusion, buy them both and a PC. Then you'll be happy. You know, and don't forget about the poor Wii U. That's still sitting out there. I personally, you know, whatever. I would rather own one of these than the Wii U. But, you know, nothing wrong with the Wii U neither. It's, you know, again, do you like Nintendo games? Buy a Wii U. Again, and that's it. I'm going to leave you guys with that. You know, I think you know, you should be able to ask yourselves those questions and pick the console that's right for you. Genius Pie Trap, over and out. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, guys, I don't beg for likes. I don't have the pop-ups in my videos that telling you a bazillion, you know, reasons to subscribe. But just do it. Genius Pie Trap, over and out. Later, bye.